Hello, friends. An attack mosquito makes a remarkable strike on a Chinese desert cross. 1,000 golf cart carrying Z infantry near the Pokrovsk front line. Chinese carts have seemed like an endangered species for a while now, since you don't see them much on the front after all the losses they've suffered in the past year. Unfortunately, that's not the case for the orcs, who keep coming in continuous waves. The defenders must keep working. To stay in sync, we have liftoff. In this case, a powerful secondary detonation of a BMP-2Z's ammunition occurred after it received traditional Ukrainian hospitality on the Kharkiv front. Great job by the Punisher operator team from the 3rd Assault Brigade. Here we see how an air defense missile shoots down a Chekhov Z that was making its final attack run to hit a multi-story residential building. Another example of how the Horde indiscriminately attacks Ukrainian cities. They didn't expect the defenses to get more effective each day. These four-legged friends decided to escort a Ukrainian ground robotic system, Termit, which is carrying out a logistics mission for the forward positions of the 33rd Brigade. That drone completed 16 resupply missions just during the month of October, covering 300 kilometers through no man's land and delivering 2,555 kilograms of supplies to the most exposed positions on the front. The Z-Horde has slowed its advance on Pokrovsk and reduced troop movement in the rear while awaiting reinforcements. At this moment, the invaders' mission at the front is to transfer as many supplies as possible clandestinely to the southern area of the city to reinforce nests built in the city's ruins. Mosquito operators of the 7th Air Assault Corps have been flying in denser swarms. They are also searching buildings and houses to handle any lost invaders. Part of the clearing operations has been carried out by the drone operators of the 225th Regiment. They have demilitarized 470 invaders and wounded 506. At the same time as dealing with the orcs, they found time to turn recyclable material into 74 vehicles, including armored vehicles, motorcycles, bukenkas, and assault ladas. Also shot down 96 reconnaissance drones and Lancet loitering munitions. The numbers are impressive, especially since the 225th isn't part of the unmanned systems forces. Now let's move on to the Sanctions campaign. During the night of November 6th, Special Operations Forces again used their FP-1 and FP-2 attack mosquitoes with optical terminal guidance to strike Crimea's oil infrastructure. This time specifically, they attacked the oil depots in Arditsk, Simferopol, and Bytomny. The raiders managed to destroy a fully loaded RVS-400 storage tank in Arditsk. But that wasn't all. Thanks to their optical guidance system, the raiders also set fire to 2 fuel trains. As we know, the strategic objective of these attacks is to weaken Russia's ability to maintain its military presence in Crimea by targeting its fuel supply chain. This campaign intensified since August this year. It has already cut the peninsula's fuel storage capacity by over 20% and causing significant disruptions in their military operations. But that wasn't the only attack. In the early hours of November 6th, the 14th Unmanned Systems Regiment launched a coordinated drone attack on the Volgograd oil refinery in southern Russia. This facility, run by the state-owned Zeta Lukoil, is a key part of Russia's energy infrastructure. It processes 15.7 million tons of crude oil annually, about 5.6% of the country's total refining capacity. The operation was meticulously planned and also involved the collaboration of the Special Operations Forces. They assembled a fleet of long-range drones that targeted the refinery's critical processing units, including the primary processing unit, with a daily processing capacity of 9,100 metric tons of oil and a hydrocracking unit with a capacity of 11,000 tons per day, both of which were damaged during the attack. Immediately after the attack, explosions and a large fire broke out at the refinery, causing all operations at the plant to be suspended. Intelligence reports indicate the plant will be offline for an extended period. This is great news and may explain the recent transfer of Storm Shadow missiles from the United Kingdom to Ukraine, which we reported a few days ago. Well, but what happened? Well, on the night of November 6th, 2025, the Ukrainian Special Operations Forces carried out a devastating attack against a major Russian Shahed drone launch base located at Donetsk International Airport. This operation was reported by Robert Pravdy, commander of the Unmanned Systems Forces, and took place during the night and early morning of November 6th, including a multi-wave assault of FP-1 and FP-2 drones, plus cruise missiles and rockets from the High Mobility Artillery rocket system. Their objective was to destroy the launch base infrastructure, including warehouses, assembly areas, fuel tanks, launch positions for kamikaze drones, and the power plant that supplied energy to the base. This attack followed months of intelligence and reconnaissance, enabling the neutralization of a major threat to civilians and Ukrainian infrastructure. The attack's scale overwhelmed the area's air defenses. The images released by the Ukrainian Special Operations Forces, captured by the raiders' thermal cameras, show multiple drones and missiles heading toward their targets. The initial impacts triggered a series of secondary explosions, which were so powerful that they could be seen from a great distance. After the attack, about 1,000 Garand II attack drones, the Z versions of the Shahed, were demilitarized according to the damage assessment. Over 1,500 stored warheads were also destroyed. This is great news because destroying this many Shaheds will reduce the nightly raids the Horde launches on Ukrainian cities. Finally, I wanted to share something different. In the Ukrainian city of Kryvyi Rih, a cafe allows children to buy hot chocolate with marshmallows by paying with tree leaves. Do you know why? Despite constant horde bombings, cafe owners still bring magic to children to brighten their days and to remind them there's still goodness in the world. And in this way, the children can keep being children while enjoying a nice hot chocolate. If you want more content, subscribe to our Patreon for $1 to access uncensored war content. Okay, now, do you think even the invader deserves a good hot smack? Leave your opinion in the comments. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel.